Oh no! I just realized I was on the whole time.
Oh, we was
Tyler,
live.
what's up? Yeah, hold on for 1 second. Oh man, I'm all. Hey, you guys,
Say something again.
can you guys hear me now?
There we go. Yep.
Yes, we are live. Let's go. Day 73. We've got Tyler on here.
Yes, sir.
Always fun to have you on here, brother. Sorry I was a little bit late. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. No, I'm lying. I was just late. We were just talking. That's all we were doing. Oh, look at this. We've got Michael R. De Gaetano, one of the newest members of Titanium. I'm gonna remove him for now because he's not on. But Tyler, how you doing, man?
Man, good. Trying to keep some deals alive, get more deals, get walkthroughs, dispo, Gemini. Try and get back in my Facebook. I got all kinds of stuff going on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now we're about to get
Nice.
another deal. We're gonna have to figure out how dispo.
Yep. And I just turned on my property leads. I should have probably done that about half an hour to an hour ago. I don't know why I didn't think of it. So it's gonna take a while.
I'll
Oh
get some
shoot,
on the morning.
never mind. I just got a lead, I think.
Nationwide?
Nope, Metro.
Oh shit.
By the way, for the folks that are watching, yes, we are doing all Metro leads for today. At least me and Edward. Why am I frozen? Am I frozen on your guys' end or no?
Now you're
Oh,
good.
not anymore. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm doing well
Your call has been forwarded to an
I'm doing all Ohio leads, a mix of my own Facebook property leads and my own PPC. But like
Sweet.
follow-ups, long term, not answers.
Oh, look at this. Edward got the first lead. Hey, Tyler, if you don't mind, I just gotta take a quick biological
Yeah.
break.
record your name.
Yeah, I got this.
I'll see if this person is available.
Tyler Osborne, Arch Street.
I'll be back.
Yep. What's up, Michael? Nice to have you. I see you're on the implementation call too. Sweet. That should probably end any minute. All right. Whoever's in here watching.
Please stay on the line.
Oh, that got all that. That guy just probably got that whole thing. But let me know who's here. What do you think we're going to do today? You think we're getting any contracts? You think we're not? You think we're getting two? You think anyone's going to answer, I guess.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
Let's start there. Let's start if we're going to get anyone on the phone. It's a good place to start. If you got some questions for calculator analysis. Do you have the TU calculator? Is that what you're talking about? Dang, where'd you get that shirt at, dude? Gemini, I didn't get one of them.
Oh man.
What the hell? What the helly?
Only for the cool kids.
Dang, I did get a bunch of class shirts the other day though. Whenever I went down there, I got a few of them.
Oh, are they?
So now it looks like I'm in multiple classes.
Nah, man, I just went to a science fair and got it.
To a what?
Science fair. Element 22. Well, now it's not going to be funny because I'm going to have to explain it.
Science fair.
Yeah, because it's element 22 and it's
Oh, okay. Yeah.
oh, now it's not funny.
I'm blonde, dude. I'm blonde. You went right over. You gotta bear with me.
Let's see.
You got a new lead.
Sure did. All right, let's call him, bro.
I'll comp if you want. I'm not gonna get anyone on the phone all day, so I can comp. I'll try to get someone, but I've called these people 40 times, so the chances are very low. But they're not zero.
Yeah. All right, this call is
Record your name and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Tyler following up about 65th. Okay, or it can just end. Jenny, let's see. What do you need help with on the calculator? It's going to be very, very, very hard to explain a calculator through YouTube comments.
740. Hi, I'm a call assistant recording this call for the person you're trying to reach. Please say who you are and why you're calling.
Hello, this is Edward calling George.
Please say who you are and why you're calling.
Yes, my name is Edward. I was calling George.
I'm a call assistant recording this call for the person you're trying to reach. Thank you. Please say who you are and why you're calling.
Tyler buying your property?
I'd appreciate it if you could give me your name.
Hello, this is Edward. Is this George?
It is.
Okay. Hey, George. Yeah, it looked like you had just filled out a form on our website about selling your place there on Harriet Street. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And hey, what was it about like the website that made you want to look into this further?
Well, I'm debating if I want to sell it or not, but
Okay.
I've had some ridiculous offers, and I'm just not going to give away my house.
Oh, man, you'll be surprised. A lot of the sellers we work with in the past actually say the same thing. They get a lot of calls or they get a bunch of low balls and sometimes they don't end up going anywhere. Sounds like you've gone through that already a few times.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I definitely would love to see how we can help you here. Now, I'm not sure how much you went through like the form there and saw what we do, but most of the folks that we do end up working with, sometimes they're looking to sell a little bit quicker than maybe, having to list it on the market and deal with all the showings and repairs. And so they'd just rather avoid all that. Does that sound kind of like what you were looking for, or was it just something different?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have the health to do any of the work or nothing anymore.
You don't have what?
My health ain't got. I can't do the work anymore.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean that makes sense how we can help then. Now, we do a lot of different things here, so I just want to make sure I'm able to cover everything that you're looking for. So I'll go through like a few quick details to just learn a bit more about the house and what you're looking for. And then the more information I have, the better I'll be able to help. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, so while I pull this up here, I mean, walk me through like the house. Do you guys currently live there? Is it, vacant? What's going on with it?
There's tenants that are getting out. They're supposed to be out by the end of the month.
Oh, they are. Okay. How long have they been there?
4 years.
Oh wow, some time now. Were they like in a like year lease, or was it just month to month, or what was going on there?
It was a year lease, but their lease is up, and they've destroyed my house, and I told them they got to go.
Oh, they destroyed your house. Oh, geez, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Dang. Okay. And as of right now, I mean, are they? You said towards the end of the month, right? They're leaving.
Yes.
Okay, and they're paying. They were paying on time and all that. It was just that they were just destroying the place.
No, they paid when they felt like it. They were some friends of mine, were some friends of mine.
Ah, man, dude. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's definitely tough when it's either family or like someone you know. Because I mean, sometimes it just hurts your relationships if it kind of things end bad like that. So, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so they left some mess there, and stuff like that, but they're for sure moving, right?
Yes.
It ain't like you're having to go through an eviction or nothing like that.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, and then you mentioned like the work that I mean, how much work does it need? I know mentioned like they kind of did some damage there.
Drywall up. The downstairs has been completely rewired. It's got insulation in it. They've messed up the drywall in the bathroom, on the ceiling and the wall. They destroyed the hallway wood flooring. Water got on it and ruined the floor. The upstairs needs rewired. And it's going to need insulation and drywall.
Oh,
And it needs the plumbing finished or fixed in both downstairs bathrooms.
mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. It's got newer windows. The front and back doors new. That's all I can think of right offhand.
Okay. Okay. And was this like the only rental property you have, or did you have more that you manage yourself?
No, that's the only one I had.
Jeez, man. Okay. Okay. And aside from like the damage and like the I guess like the friends that were in there, was that just like the main reason why you were looking to, I guess, move on from the property now?
My health is.
Oh, your health.
Yeah.
Oh man, how you doing? Like, when you say health, how do you mean?
My back and my neck are bad. I've got to have surgery and stuff. I just can't deal with it anymore.
Oh man, yeah, that could definitely be tough to deal with, man, especially with all that and having to do the repairs and things like that. So I definitely would love to see how we can help you here. Sounds like at this point, it's just time to make a change and not have to deal with that no more. So I mean, I guess let's say you get the property sold. I mean, what's kind of like the plan there? I mean, you're gonna take a one-way trip to Vegas and put it all on black, or what's the plan there? I know you've dealt with so much now.
No, I'm gonna invest.
Now tell me another rental property.
No.
You're like, nah, I'm done with that. Yeah. Sometimes it could be like a whole other job, man. Like, especially with these tenants, especially if you have to evict them and stuff. Oh man, that's horrible to deal with.
Yeah.
So okay. And aside from them being bad tenants, I mean, how does that compare to like the new investment you're looking into? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I'm just gonna open my own company.
Oh, really? What do you do?
I'm a service tech, but yeah, I can't keep doing it either because of my neck and back.
Oh man. Jeez. So like the next business, like I guess you open would be something like that, or just something different.
No, it's probably gonna be something different where I don't have to work my ass off anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, man, my goal at the end of the day is to actually help you with that. So that way you're not dealing with, like the stress, headaches, and also, having to pick up the hammer and do all that. So I definitely want to be able to help here. So, I mean, walk me through. I mean, I guess starting with like obviously moving from the property. I mean, how much do you feel like you would need to be able to make that transition and get into that, next business venture?
I'm truly not sure. It's probably around 25.
Okay. About 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And then you mentioned a little bit about like the condition. Like obviously if it's something that we would want to move forward with, we'll still do like an inspection, like just a walkthrough. So I mean, just to get ahead of anything before, any of that. I mean, aside from I think you mentioned some sheetrock, some wiring, maybe some plumbing. Aside from that, I mean, is there anything
Yeah.
else you feel like might come up as another possible concern? Just so I know.
Uh, it doesn't have central air heat, so
Mhm. Okay, so the central AC then as well.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, look, I definitely want to be able to help you here, especially with everything that you've been going through. Now, I'd say just my only concern would be just with where the market is, and I understand it needs work. I do get that. Perhaps maybe offers come in slightly less, right? But I'm not saying just like our offer, but perhaps every offer. So let's say if let's say they came around like the 15, maybe 18. I mean, do you feel like that would still put you in a position where you could, move on from the property and do that next business venture you were looking into? Would that help any?
No, I couldn't do that. I got
Hmm.
over 10,000 in the wiring downstairs alone.
Oh, so you did the wiring.
Down on the downstairs part, I haven't done the upstairs yet.
Hmm. Okay. So we would get you the 10,000 from the wiring, obviously on top of that, let's say another 10. Do you feel like that would at least put you in a good spot there, so that way you're not dealing with all that, with like the having to do.
I'd have to think.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah. And by the way, the only reason I'm asking is because like if offers do come in back less than what you're looking for, you might need like my at the end of the day, I want to be as helpful as I can, right? So that's why I'm just want to make sure like, hey, I am able to help as much as I possibly can because I know you've got some bad experiences with other folks, and at the end of the day, like my job is just to be able to help here. So I mean, how much do you feel like you would actually need to be able to get everything done and kind of start fresh on the next chapter there for you?
um, I'm I'm gonna say it has to be close to 25.
Okay. Okay. And ideally, like, how soon would you like to get this done? Like, I mean, I know the tenants are moving out of the end of the month. I mean, we're flexible with that. So, I mean, if let's say we did like 30 days or sooner, I mean, do you feel like that would be ideal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, let's say we could get you closer to that price point you're looking for, and then we deal with everything else with the tenants. I mean, what would be your biggest concern moving forward at that point if we could do that?
I don't think I really have any concerns.
Okay. And is it just you on the deed, or is there someone else that would be involved that would need to be involved in the
My mother.
your mom? Oh, okay. And she's on board and selling, right? As well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it just both you and her on the deed, or is it just her?
It's just her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Would she be like, let's say if it's something we move forward with, like, is it something that should be able to sign as well? Like, if we put an agreement like to move forward, is it something that should be able to move forward with too?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure of that because there's times where, like I said, we have so many scenarios here, like so many scenarios that you could probably think about that where there's a lot of either other folks involved and maybe one's looking to sell, one's not. And so you just want to make sure, everything goes smooth and it's just a smooth transaction here for you, especially with, everything you're dealing with the tenants and all this stuff. So I just want to make sure it's everything as smooth as possible. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what I can do then. Just give me a moment so that way I could just look at some of the numbers and look at some of just the comparables to see how I can best help you here because I definitely want to put you in a good spot here. I'm just gonna put you on a brief hold. Just stay on the line with me. I'll most likely have maybe a couple extra questions But for the most part, I think you gave me pretty much all the information as far as the condition and all that, about the amount of work that it needs. But yeah, just give me like maybe a minute or two and I'll be back on. Okay. All right. Just one moment. Damn, dude, I think I could get it for 20.
What do you think ARV is?
Were you taking a look at it,
Yeah, I looked
Tyler?
a little. Yeah, what do you think ARV is?
Dude, I'm just seeing the one that's over 40. You saw the one that's over 42 cash, and look, it's like destroyed. And then
I
there's
think
that other one
ARV
for
is
40.
like 120.
Huh?
I think ARV is like 120.
Yeah. I'm looking at
Maybe
these.
that's pushing it a little bit.
Huh?
That might be pushing it a little bit though, but I think it's somewhere around there, 100 to 120.
Yeah, I think I could get it for like 20. I have to be at 20. You think that's good?
What's the condition?
Yeah, what's condition?
Is it
It's
full rehab? What is it?
yeah, probably need a full rehab.
So dispo it at 20% of 120. So is that 24,000? So yeah, you probably need it in the 20 teens to 20s.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
assuming the ARV is correct. I don't know. I'm not looking at anything. So
Yeah, there's some of these other ones that I'm looking at here. Cash, other investors as well. Like, look at the one on Missouri Street.
sorry, I don't even know the address.
There's a 2-1 right behind it, sold for 105. Literally like almost right around the corner.
Hey George, real quick, with the also the roof would need to be replaced too. Did you
It's metal, so
okay. How old is it, you know?
I'm not sure. It was on the house when we bought it.
Okay, how long ago was that?
We've had it 11 years.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I was just taking a look at that real quick. Just want to know. Just give me one more minute. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
All right, one moment.
Mhm.
I'm liking the 120.
Yeah.
110, 120. Is that what you're seeing or no?
Yeah. I'm also looking at those.
Post office.
I'm also looking at.
Shit boxes?
Yeah. Look at that. It's dropped in the chat.
Yeah, I see it. 30K.
Yeah.
There's another one on
And that one's
218
like bad,
West.
bro. Dude, like it's horrible. Look at that.
There's one though that sold for 28K and it's damn near move-in ready somehow.
Yeah.
At least some
I'm
of
gonna take a
it.
shot at this. I'll be back.
Oh.
Hey George, I'm back, man. I appreciate your patience here. So yeah, I was saying look at it here. So the offer did come in higher than I was expecting based on like some of the comparables nearby. I understand it does need a little bit of work. Now, not unfortunately not like where I was originally wanting to be at. Now the offer that we could get was the 16,000 there. Now I know it wasn't what I was hoping for initially, but do you still feel like that would still put you in a position where you can still get the 10K back and at least put some cash in your pocket there after it's all said and done?
No.
Mm-hmm.
She told me she wants around 25. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I guess like for you, or like so the 20, so she's wanting closer to the 25.
Yeah.
So like if I could maybe come up slightly a little bit anywhere between let's say 18 to 20. I mean, because it's a little bit tight. That's just my only concern would be just I understand needs some work there. I know there's a tenant's gonna be there. I'm not sure if they're doing more damage to it. So I mean if I could get it up to that maybe 18 to 20, I mean, do you feel like that would put you in a good position there?
have to talk to her about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And yeah, of course, that's fine. You could definitely talk to her. And I guess aside from that, I mean, do you feel like that would put you on a good position though? Like to be able to, especially if you already have to deal with the repairs and like the tenants and all that.
To be honest, I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess like for your mom for the 25, I guess what are y'all looking to accomplish at the end of the day, just to see if maybe we could to see if maybe if it makes sense for us to explore this a little bit further.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking like for your mom, I guess because y'all are wanting closer to 25. I guess for y'all, like what is it that y'all were, I guess, hoping to accomplish, just to see if we could help here with the 25.
Well, I mean, we want to sell because we're tired, but we don't want to deal with it anymore. But she's been offered 20 and she said no. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So is it something like y'all would rather do the work? I mean, would y'all rather do the work maybe, or if y'all didn't have to, or what's kind of like the most important thing for y'all?
We're not trying to do the work.
Hmm. Right. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's not like it's something I have to, right, like sell today, right? I mean, y'all could obviously hold on to it maybe 3-6 months, even after the tenant leaves. And I mean, maybe if y'all do the repairs, or if y'all are able to maybe get a little bit more, that's another thing y'all could do. I mean, that's something like we don't know yet. I mean, the market's always fluctuating. It's crazy right now. Now, I mean, we could be maybe the best option. I don't know. Like, I guess like at this point, I mean, if it did come down to it, I mean, what do y'all feel like is more important? Is it like kind of timing the market, or is it like maybe just taking what y'all need so that way I don't have to like deal with any of the repairs and the headaches of the tenants and stuff like that?
We just don't want to deal with the repairs. Nothing.
Yeah, and it sounds like that was like the most important thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess like let's say if y'all did keep it right, and y'all did the repairs. I guess right now your concern was kind of like your health, having to do the repairs,
Right.
and all that.
My mom's my mom will be 80 this year, so.
Oh yeah, well you can put her to work with you, Yeah, that wouldn't be good for both of y'all. Yeah. So I mean, are you willing to take like that risk if you didn't really have to?
Yeah.
I mean, so like I guess with like the offer on the table, we get you the 20 without having to do the repairs, the hassle of like going through all that, and we deal with the tenants, and things like that. I mean, do you feel like that's kind of the answer there, and so that way you are able to move on, make this a seamless process here for you, and get this off your hands, and y'all don't have to worry about it anymore?
We'll have to call her and find out because we've been offered 12 or 20 and she said no. So I have to call her and find out.
Okay. Like for her, it was like the most important thing for her too.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling
She can't deal
Inside
with it.
Property Management, located at 806
the one
West
dealing with
Jackson
it
Street
now.
in Muncie.
My health
For
is
leasing, press 1.
where it's at. I can't deal with it,
Samantha,
so.
press 2.
Yeah. Because I guess what happens, like if it doesn't sell, I mean, what happens then? Like, what is y'all's like game plan there?
It just
Yeah. It's funny. My one of my buddies, he'll say, you know what happens when you stop flushing toilets?
Yeah.
Shit always happens. It's always not good just to let a property sit just because it could deteriorate over time. And yeah, like obviously the more work that it needs, and at that point, like obviously the value starts coming down a little bit there. So that was just my main concern. Obviously, I mean, there's tenants there, so there's someone living there, but I understand it does need work. So that's why I'm, hey, to get this done for you guys here in the last 30 days or sooner, especially when the tenants move out also. But I could get you closer to that 20 there. And we get this done. Because like based on what you're telling me, I guess like with you and your mom, the most important thing was just not having to deal with the repairs ourselves and deal with the headache of, obviously more tenants, having to rent it out again and, deal with that, right? Okay. So like, so I mean, we should be available, you think, right now, or where we could kind of get a three-way and see?
Hey, Jen, yeah, I think I spoke to you earlier about the property on Gilbert Street.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe we could touch bases here again and see if it's something we can move forward with. Because I guess aside from, obviously going over it with your mom,
You
obviously
looked
you feel like this would put you in a better
Okay,
position
for the
rather than,
acquisitions, your acquisitions.
y'all having to hold it on and just letting it sit there.
No worries. Actually, I think there was a bit of miscommunication between me and the referral. If you got a buyer, that'd be great as well.
You feel like it would help?
But I also need our photos of the interior. If that's something you can arrange, that would be really helpful.
My mom's decision because
You don't do that. I'm wondering why I was referred. Because it seemed like the line of questioning between myself and the person who referred you was about getting.
Well, yeah. Well, why don't we do that? I mean, when do you think that y'all might be available? Maybe we could just jump on a call and see if it's something that we could, help you out with.
To be honest with you, I've been having trouble. I've been trying to contact handymen in that area to go and do that and give like a rehab estimate, and it's been very difficult. Would you happen to? Yeah, would you happen to know someone you guys work with?
Do you think about like around 2 hours? You think probably better? We could I could give her a call and we could just talk about it a little bit and see if it's something we could help you out with.
So I'm not sure I understand. You're a property manager who doesn't work with
because I definitely want to be able to help you, so I could just circle back around. I know you've gone to, you had bad experiences at the end of the day, like how you were telling me in the beginning. But if I'm able to help you here and get this done, I'm more than happy to do that for you, you and your mom. So I'd love to circle back around and hopefully it's something that we can make here work for you guys.
No help with the handyman.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, and this is a good number to give you a call back.
We can definitely reach out and let you know.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, perfect. Well, why not I do that then, George? I can circle back around because right now, what time is it over there? Because I'm out here in Texas, so it's noon. Okay, so yeah, we're good. So then I'll give you a call around like 2:30. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I can circle back around and hopefully it's something that we can make this work and could get this off your hands and that way I don't have to worry about it. All right, George. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Anybody have a seller on the phone? Nope. So Michael, I don't think I've ever met you before. How you doing, man?
1 second. Am I not muted? Not, am I?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, gotcha. I thought it was. Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
I've been spending most of the day trying to get photos of this property in Muncie, but it's
Oh, in Muncie.
yeah, man, it's unbelievably difficult. Like I haven't gotten to investor groups yet. That's my like last resort. But I've been trying to contact like handymen, even like property managers, and just nothing, dude.
Really? The seller can't take pictures for you?
He initially said he could, but then he said he didn't have time, so he just dropped off the lockbox and didn't take any photos. And he's like, I think he's like an hour and a half away, something like that. So he's.
Do you try finding a mobile notary?
So yeah, man.
Do you try finding a mobile notary?
A mobile notary? No, I haven't thought. Well, they do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. There's this app I used to use all the damn time to get photos too.
Really?
Let me see if I can find it.
Because if you use, do you know about investor boots?
Yeah. I know they're priced higher than I remember hearing about them like on a podcast or something, and their prices were way lower then.
So what I'm saying is, investor boots will hire a mobile notary to go take the photos.
Yeah, I didn't think of a mobile notary. That's a good idea. I'll look on Thumbtack for that right now. Where are you guys located?
Have you used Thumbtack?
Yeah, that's where I'm on now.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to find that I would use if I couldn't find or get the seller. I would just go straight there and I'll find like a few handyman there, and it
was one,
3 or 4. Oh, really?
One handyman in Muncie, Indiana, and then I messaged him and I didn't get a response. And nothing's coming up for a mobile notary. I thought that, this place is like, it's not in the sticks. It's like not far from Indianapolis.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe I just Google it.
Damn, bro. She filled out a form. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to call her right now. It's North Carolina.
All my leads today coming in from Louisiana, from Baton Rouge and New Orleans for some reason.
Let's see. It's funny when they're like, I put a new roof. Yeah, man, don't really add value. It's going to need a new roof. It's a must have. You're going to,
It's less for rehab, but it's not going to add any value.
Yeah. Like, I would hope it has a new roof.
Yeah, right. Or would I say roof?
Yeah. I'm calling her right now. That's a good one.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Athena, this is Edward. Giving you a call. It looks like you had just filled out our form on our website about possibly selling your property on Starlight Road. Please give me a call back whenever you're available. Thanks.
that, man? Who doesn't have voicemail? Fucking hell.
The number you have dialed has calling restrictions that have prevented the completion of your call. Announcement 19. We're sorry. The number you have dialed has calling restrictions that have prevented the completion of your call. Announcement 19. We're sorry. The number you is calling restrictions that have prevented the completion of your call. Announcement 19.
Hey guys, you on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Edward, can you help me out real quick?
Yeah.
What do you think the CMV or ARV on this one? Hey Jenna. Hey, quick question. I'm looking on Zillow right now and I do see like 32 pictures. This is probably when you guys bought them, huh? Like it had like yellow walls, green walls. Just the color of the rooms, but everything else still the same, like the kitchen, the white cabinets, hardwood floors. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then how's the carpet and all that stuff? I'm sorry. That's right. That's right. I forgot. How many dogs do you have? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, what was that? Okay. All right. All right, just bear with me for a second. I'm just looking at the comps in the area. There's not a whole lot going on over there, is there? As far as the real estate market goes. Uh-huh. Is that the reason why y'all moving out? Just because of the town? Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, is he usually is he from like a big city? Yeah. Okay. All right. And this is something where you don't really want to make two mortgage payments, right? Jeez. So this is something that you probably need to sell as quickly as possible, so it doesn't. You guys don't, because you don't want to out pocket. Because the more you out pocket, the less that 30 you're gonna get, right? It's just gonna cut into your guys' savings. Okay. Well, let me see what I can do for you folks here. Is there anything else that I need to that may be of concern as far as the condition of the property besides the leveling and the plumbing? Okay. All right. Just bear with me. I'm almost done here. I have my business partner, my fake underwriting department. Just kidding. He's running some numbers as well right now, just to confirm what I'm saying here.
In the chat.
I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Oh no, what do you mean by that? How did they start dicking you around? They were gonna, if they say it's gonna take 2 to 3 months, they were pulling they were gonna do a novation on you, meaning they were gonna put it on the market. That's what they were thinking, right? And that's why they offered 191. Yeah, no, I could understand. And there's right ways and wrong ways of doing things, and it sounds like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what they were trying to accomplish. I get it. That is an exit strategy, but just being outright so in that way you can manage each other's expectations, you know. For me, that's the most important thing. Um, and right now I'm trying my best to get that 183 for you. Uh, I'm sorry. They're gonna give you a lot less, yeah. And you probably don't want that either, right? Yeah. I mean, right, if you don't mind me asking, what is the payoff amount for your house right now? Do you have like your most recent mortgage statement? Like, what is your payoff amount for this mortgage, for the Granger mortgage? Yeah, like if we're to pay for all of that right now, like how much is the mortgage, how much is the payoff there? 153. Okay. Okay. And you're just putting it in there just to lower your mortgage payment, right? Is that what, did I hear you correctly? Okay. Is there any way you can put in 15 or 20 instead of 30? I'm sorry? It won't? Uh, because here's the thing. Here's what I'm willing to do for you, but I once again I just want to be transparent with you, and I just for me it's all about managing expectations. 183, I understand what the significance of that number. What I can do is send over an agreement at 183. I just want to be transparent with you because that I will send my guys out after we get an agreement. I will send my guys out there to really get a quote on the leveling part and the plumbing, right? If I can squeeze all of that in a certain renovation cost, I may be okay with that. I'll be okay with that 183. But right now, my gut feeling, I just want to be transparent with you. My gut feeling here is that it really needs to be in the 170s. I'm more than happy to get an agreement with you, close on this at the end of the month. We can do, let's say, like a 14-day due diligence period that just allows me to get my guys in there, get my numbers dialed in. If I can get that rehab cost, like he said, under that 20,000, more than happy to write you the check for 183. If they come back to me and they tell me, hey, the leveling is going to be more, or the plumbing is going to be more, and by the way, I will get multiple quotes. I'm not just going to go after one. I may have to come back in the 170s, but I will do my absolute best to get you that 183. I'm sorry, Jen, I lost you there for a second. What was that? You would be in the property tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, so just to let you know how my process works, because it does cost me time, money, and resource, because I will pay an inspector to do the inspection report and so forth and so forth. In order for me to send anyone out there, I do need to at least have an agreement between the two of us saying that, hey, we are looking to do business together with each other. Because the last thing I want to do is spend the time, the resource, right, to do all of that. And then if I call you back by the end of the week or early next week and I go, hey, I'm ready to go at 183, and you go, sorry, dude, I got someone else that paid me 188, I'm not going to do that either. Hello? I, I'm sorry, say that again. Call you call you back on Monday. Um, well, I guess if you don't mind me asking, and by the way,
Telephone number
if that's what you want to do, totally cool with me. I'm not a type that will twist anyone's arm. If you don't mind me asking though, if you're saying 153 is what you owe, you need 30,000. 153 plus 30 is 183. I'm willing to go out on a limb to do my absolute best to get you 183 versus the 170 that I need. What's going to be the difference between now and Monday? Got it. Okay. So then, and I'm totally cool with that. That's your house. You should definitely get the most that you absolutely can. I just want you to be fully aware of one thing, and that is I make my decision based on the information that I have in front of me. And right now, I am doing my absolute best, even kind of like going outside of my comfort zone to give you the most that I can, right? Just based on the information I'm seeing in front of me as far as like what's going on in the market. Now, if I call you on Monday or you come back to me on Monday and you say, hey, Caesar, I want to take that 183, then now I now have one piece of information that I do not have today. And that means no one gave you a 183 offer or higher. And so if that's the case, then my offer is going to be a lot lower. I'm just going to let you know now, because if I'm willing to go out on a limb for you, that 183 is only good for today. Anything after today, my offer is going to be a 170 or 160. Well, I completely understand, and I wish you the best. And if anything do change, let me know. But yeah, but like I said, come back to me. My offer would probably be in the 160s. All right. Have a nice day. Screw that.
I just did a Metro lead in Cleveland.
Oh, nice.
What are the chances?
Telephone number 21901 can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hey, Danny, it's Tyler. You filled out my form about St. Mark Street. When you get a chance, give me a call. Are your Metro leads still on?
Yeah.
How many have you gotten since you turned it on? Just so I know how they kind of come in.
I think I've only gone like 5 or less. Unless I'm dead ass wrong on this one. Give me a sec.
I'm gonna lock something up here a minute. I'm feeling it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I only have 6 so far. Oh, Diamond Deep Investments? For sure, bro. Hop on here if you want. I don't know who you are, but you can always hop on.
Telephone number 2.
Damn it, Danny. Who is the surprise guest coming? Who is Diamond
Who
D?
is? It ain't
Watch,
Florida, dude.
it's gonna be like Jerry Norton or something.
Hey, Tyler's like, look at the bright side. It's not Florida, dude.
He ain't been around in a while.
He hasn't.
No.
Oh my God, we got Yuma, Arizona. All right, is this Diamond Deep? Oh no, wait, is Diamond Deep? Not JT. Get out of here. JT, your thing's not hopped on here. Why is everyone muted?
That's what I was about to say. They got calls. Edwards got one, I seen. He always unmutes when he's like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is shoot you over an agreement. That's when he unmutes. And then the funniest one is Nick Herndon's is, man, was I muted that whole time? Oh, shit.
That's hecka funny. Alright, how come? How is it possible that Edward got. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have 5. Oh man,
So
Edward's already talking. What was that?
what's your and Edwards dynamic right now? Like, are
What is
you
my.
like partnering like 50-50 on anything that closes, or like your leads are yours when you lock it and his is his, or like?
Oh, Edwards? Yeah, no, mostly these are all my leads.
Oh.
So we're 50-50, anything after expenses, pretty much.
You have a new link.
Because Edward's dope like that. He
Hello,
deserves
this is
it.
Tyler.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, yeah, this is Danny.
Yes.
Hey, Danny, it's Tyler Osborne. Giving you a call. Looked like you might have filled out my form. Wanting to sell a place on St. Mark Ave.
For what?
It looked like you filled out my form wanting to sell that property. Is that the case?
No. I'm not gonna sell it like I made my mind up.
Oh, okay. So you didn't just fill out a form 5 minutes ago?
No, I'm not gonna sell it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it then, Danny.
All right.
Bye. Seller didn't submit form.
I had a call with property leads earlier, and I realized they're like, "You don't really ask for refunds."
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
do.
no, I do not. Well, because sometimes it's like it's not even worth it.
Teaser, I'm going live next week with one PPL provider. We do not, it's a secret.
Uh-oh.
Drop in the chat who you think it is. It's one of the top 5 that we use. It's not nothing crazy.
Ooh.
Drop in the chat who you think it is.
I don't know.
Tyler, that's easy, man.
No, this is actually surprising. It's not who you think it is.
It's easy, bro.
Really?
Who is it, Audrey?
Huh?
Do you know who it is?
Yeah, Italy, bro.
Well, real estate bees. I was like, didn't Caesar just go live with y'all?
I'll see if this person is available.
That's exactly who I was gonna guess. But
Yeah.
Alder was like, "This is easy." I was like, "Ah."
No, I'm actually supposed to be going live again with them again too. I haven't done that in months.
Dude, it's same here.
With Speed Elite?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should just do it together.
Hey, Miss Pansy. Good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property on Michigan Avenue. Looks like you filled out a form on my site just a little bit ago, looking to sell this property. Give me a call when you get this. I'm always looking to buy in Springfield. Let's talk.
Springfield, Ohio?
Nah, Michigan.
Yeah, we'll have to. Well, let's just go live with them together sometime.
Yep. Oh, well, that's a refund. Please stop. I have no inquiries. I don't know who you are or what you're talking about. All right, fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you.
Is DeAndre backstage?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I did hear someone come in. Yeah, but these guys have their devices not connected, so I got Jason on here too. I haven't heard Jason call in a long time. I'm actually excited about this. You've met Jason before, right, Tyler? Or JT?
I don't know.
Okay, my reception is. Why is it not connecting?
Let's see. I know as soon as I get one of these old leads dialing, I'm gonna get a new one.
Hey, Cecilia. Good afternoon. Caesar here, just responding to your online inquiry. Looks like you filled out a form on my site about potentially selling your property out in Yuma on West 19th. Give me a call when you get this. I always like to buy out there and see how I can help. Thank you. Too long of a voicemail. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, Michael, if you can hear us, you feel free to unmute yourself, buddy.
Well, I wish I had something to share with you guys. I'm not getting any contacts today. I'm trying to do this mobile notary to get him out there to get photos of a property in Muncie, and it's just, it's impossible, man. I just kind of want to let this thing go just because it's too frustrating.
Oh, wow, this lady. Did until I found out you were trying to buy my property. That's not what I was looking for, or you won't buy. You know what? Fuck off. I'm not gonna talk to you. Oh, Jody, dude, that lady. She just sent me. What did she send me? Tyler, remember
What
that
up?
Chillicothe one? Where do you need it to be? 40?
Please leave your message for
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, 40 would be nice, but I think she owes 40 though. But give her a shot.
you are trying to call is not reachable. ETS 618
Fuck.
The number you are trying to call is not
I mean, I'd probably buy it at 50, Caesar. So if you get it at 40,
She never answers though. Her son's in the hospital, that's why.
yeah.
Is that what she told you to?
Yeah, I actually know her son.
Oh, you do? The one in the hospital?
Yeah. Marie, no answer. Who's next? John. All right.
Please leave your name and number, and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Sorry, mailbox is full.
Alright, while I wait for that, I'm gonna call Felicia because I'm trying to send her some sub 2 deals. Felicia from Titanium, she's my new sub 2 person now. She loves doing raps.
Carry.
Hi, Ben. When you get a chance, give me a call. Thanks.
Telephone number 93721. Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Michael, my name is also Michael. I'm trying to reach out to
Hey
you.
Liz, it's Tyler. Give me a call.
Looks like you filled out a form trying to sell. Please give me a call back at your convenience, 313-474-6486. Hope to speak to you soon.
Ooh, ready to sell? What the heck? Alright, let's see this. Let's go, baby. And it's in Chicago. Motherfucker.
Caesar, where are you on today? Property, which one?
Property leads.
Property leads.
Yep. But I just got someone raising their hands.
There you
Holy
go.
moly. Last
Yeah.
time I talked to this guy was in December of 2025. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Dude, what is going on here?
Oh, Edward's off the call now. How do I know? Because
Yeah.
he's no longer muted.
Is he unmuted?
Well, yeah, because y'all were in the call, so I was like, I'm gonna keep calling. We might
Looked
have
like you're on the phone with Terry for a while.
Yeah, that was Terry. That I was speaking to. That one potentially could be a good innovation on that. Weren't off at all.
Yep, we just got a new property lead. Is that you or me?
Oh man, what is this? And oh no, never mind.
That's you.
Yeah.
740.
I saw like the weird name thing. I was like, oh man, no. But I was like, oh, is that one? Maybe not.
Yeah, I know exactly. At first, dude, I thought the same thing too. I was like, San John? And I was like, oh no, wait.
Yeah, that's how I was like, oh man.
And that's why I'm dancing around here.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box.
I was trying to reach Thomas. Thomas Burke?
No, what was I Thomas Brooke?
Pardon me?
It's not Thomas Brooke.
Have I got the wrong number? This is not the owner of the property on Hinsdale Drive.
No.
Okay. Just to be sure, 443-223-8256, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. My mistake. Have a good day. Sorry to bother you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Shit.
Dude, I haven't heard Audrey's voice all day. That's odd.
What's happening, brother?
Oh, let's. How you doing, bro?
Just waiting on some speed to lead leads. Okay, here's one.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a property lead. No one in my CRM is going to answer for the next 5 days. So. Anybody blowing shit up for the
Your
fourth?
call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Nah.
You got baseball tournaments.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach
I'm gonna be calling. I'll tell you that much.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Chris, I'm calling about that property you filled out on my website about selling on Quincy Avenue. Please give me a call.
After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Hey, Craig, this is Michael again. Sorry to bother you. I just want to clarify the number for Thomas. I have down from you 443. I called in, it was the wrong number. If you could just text me the correct number for Thomas, I'd appreciate it. Just text 313-47.
Go. This lady told me to stop and call me a scammer. I'm gonna call her on my cell phone.
Hi, if you record your name.
Don't forget to spin your wheel.
That's a good call. Spin the wheel, I might finally be able to get some value out of iSpeed.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, San Juanita. This is Edward. Looked like you had just filled out a form on our website about possibly selling your property there on Pinetail Loop. If you are still interested, give me a call whenever you're available. Thanks. Look, she just put last year.
5, 4, 3, 1. Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hey, Julia, it's Tyler. You just filled out my form about your property. Give me a call when you get a chance. Thanks. Then you do the double Scaruni, hit her right back, and they answer every single time. This is a deal. Hello?
Hello, yes?
Hey, yeah, this is Julia?
Yes.
Hey, Julia, it's Tyler Osborne. Just giving you a call. Looks like you might have filled out my form. Want to sell your property on Phillips Manor.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, let me get her pulled up here then. And what were you looking to get for it?
1.5.
1.5 million.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's see here. Well, can you just tell me a little bit about it? Kind of what's going on with it?
Well, I'm just trying to, get some gate community set. I have a 20 acres here. And, yes, a huge pool, like a hotel pool. So it's a lot of maintenance for, So we may want to something small in the gate community nearby.
Okay. Was this listed?
No, it's not listed. We don't have any intention to list it.
I mean, was it like in February?
No.
Was you under contract in February?
No.
Hey, Mark?
It is
Hey, Mark, this is
38, right?
Yeah, if somebody lists, it was not me and my husband. We are the owner. We didn't list it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. It says that it was listed, and it's.
Or not. And who did?
I don't.
The list is us, Unless in the internet, somebody like you who people like you that offering to buy you're trying to sell your house without anything very quickly. So I have contacted people like that too, and they ask how much I want. I say, and if they list was without the permission, we didn't list the house ever. You can look in Zillow. That was never. I mean, we bought this house in 2001. Never listed. And just detail, when you bought the house, if you see Zillow is a joke. That is not real. But when you see, if you see Zillow, you see the picture, how the house used to look when we bought the house. We paid $540 something, maybe $550 because it was $10,000 for some reason. And the house didn't have, at the time, as you see the picture of Zillow, this house didn't have air conditioning, didn't have water on the sink. The house has a dirty carpet on the bed, the bedroom, from 1990, with wallpaper from 1990.
If someone gets a lead, just mute me. This is going nowhere.
All kinds of.
She's hired pot.
Was like a lagoon of, we did not know. I mean, it was bad, and the walls, if you can see in the picture, they were like
We're going to practice our open-ended questions, though.
We the same room in the kitchen. We renewed the kitchen, renewed the bedroom. We put marble carradas the whole floor, and we have no carpet anywhere. With marble carradas and close engineered floor, like the light cover. That's contemporary.
Can you hear?
And upstairs, plus on two of the rooms. Because one room is covered as well. It's the same, and it's one color, the whole house. And the house didn't have a heater. And the wish of the house also did work as well. You could not just move here back then. This house was owned by, I don't know if it was a bank or a company. They bought and to resell. I think they made only $50,000 and this resell to us. But the house was closed for a while. So when we took this house, we changed the floor. We took all the popcorn, the whole house. There's no popcorn ceiling. We paid expensive, so no popcorn ceiling anywhere. We painted no popcorn ceiling, paint inside. We didn't paint outside, but we did a beautiful landscape. We fixed the pool. We have some fruit tree plants. What else? Oh, just so much. We put the air condition, the bedroom. The house looking like a magazine.
Yeah.
If I turn on for you the camera to show you, you can see. It's like a magazine, house. And it's a half acre. The good thing about this house, we are close to we are in the Santa Beach area. We are like couple minutes, 1 mile less than a mile from the Ritz Hotel, and from the best beach here in the area. We are next to the mall that you can walk. It's like 3 minutes walk. We are next to the mall, which have the very city supermarket and the best restaurants, lunch now. The church here, we don't pay HOA, zero HOA. The tax of this house annual, you can see, is no higher at all. We don't pay water. We use water all day long to do the pool, to water the grass, to wash the car. We don't pay water, no pay HOA, we don't pay city tax. Our address is Amelia Island, can be both Amelia Island or Fernandina. So it's very nice. We have the tennis club close here, next across the street. Wonderful neighbors, and we also are in the part of the street that we have the canopy, which is very desirable. And it's very fantastic house. The only thing is it's only me, my husband, and my son. He's high school now, and we get him, if you get the right, offer. There is a house here on our street. If you look, Philip Stem Road has been extended for 1.150. It's not compared to your house. It's 3 bedrooms. Yes, they have a pool, but it's like it's okay. It's in the back side. No. That's that side of the street. When I say that side, because outside there is this kind of tree. It's close to the church, close to the mall, close to everything. But there is a house, and Philip is standing now for 1,150,000 and 3 bedrooms, and it's just a normal house. This is 2-floor house. We have the second floor with a living room, a living space, a bedroom, and a bathroom. We spend a lot of money in the lighting of the house. We change the whole lighting. It's amazing. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful house. The garage is 2.5 tons of storage everywhere. We have a 4 seasons. It's gorgeous. Very beautiful house. So, and that's going to vary a lot because this place here, I don't know if you know, but it's one of the places here in the south that we can definitely build another house in a backyard in front of the pool. We call and they told us, our neighbors, a lot of our neighbors have built another house, like a mother-in-law house or rent a property, like they can rent. We can build up to 3 bedroom house, on the other side of the pool. If you look at the picture, it's half acre, and that's a whole space there. You can build a mother-in-law house there, and we could rent that, and like the rent they would pay for the house, for example, like for the mortgage, Now this house, all mortgage, all interest is 2.5 or 2.4 something, because they bought in 2021. It's very low interest. So we are not desperate to sell. We just, see the opportunity, if you can sell for the right price, that's the price you can get something in the gate community, small than that. That is still around here, which is great. But again, there's a lot of advantages. You can park your RV in front of the house. You can rent the land, You can do whatever in front of your house. Nobody's gonna bother. You can have a boat in front of your house on the side if you want. I mean, you can do a big ball thing in the back. You can do anything. You don't need to be asking nobody. Just for build a house you do. But besides that, it's not HOA, no water, no HOA, no city tax. You can build another property here. There's fruit tree. In your backyard, there's this huge, beautiful tree, the canopy tree. The pool is fantastic, beautiful, crystal blue. It's a lot of wonderful things, and the house is from 1990, but look like was architect who did. Was not just like a cook corner, right? So if you come inside, if the arrangement that we did, we opened some walls, we made a little more contemporary, and if you come inside, you look like you are in the, super modern, house. No, 1990, it's so beautiful, and we don't want to let it go for less than that because we know the benefits and we know the spirit. We just like if you find the right price, that we can be able to, again, to get a small house, but in the case community, that we don't need to do all this long or deal paper to clean this huge pool. I mean, we need a pool, but no, a pool is like 27 feet, for mistake, and yeah. So, and that's it. And the problem is, a lot of people like you have called and say, hey, we wanna give an offer to your house, and they wanna buy to make money. And I mean, I get it, but we're not gonna do that, So there's a house here in the same neighborhood here, a blue house. It's for sale for $879. If you go there inside that house, you wanna run. It smells. You step on the wood, the floor, like your feet go down. You cannot go to the four piece that is falling apart. The pool is damaged. The house, I think, is 3 beds. The kitchen is horrible. Everything is settled. The house is sitting there was 1.1 to start sitting there. The base, I think, was a hurricane. The heirs don't want to do anything to fix the house to sell. They just want the money. So that's why the house got priced. It's 3 beds. This is 4-bedroom house. Yeah, the 3 bedroom. We have a wonderful master bedroom, which is SKOOL. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys thought about listing it?
No, we don't want to list it. We don't want to list because again, I don't want to put the house there. I hate people coming to the house. Last time when we sold the other house, we sold for Zillow. Zillow gave us, at the time, 2021, Zillow gave us a fantastic price for the other house. And we sold by Zillow, and we bought with Zillow as well. This house we bought through Zillow. The same day we sold there, we signed for that to live here. So, but we don't want to, we didn't, like when Zillow bought, they don't even own our house, they just bought at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can come see what they were going to see, but we don't want to leave. Again, as I say, we don't. Yeah, but that's house. That's not the house. That's the house here on the street. There's one. I don't know if you know, but there's a neighbor here in our street. She has 1.5 acres in her house. She has 3 lots. Like because the lot here was all 1/2 acre, right? But she got 3, and she wanna sell that house. The house, no. It doesn't look amazing, but I mean, if you 1.5 acres in this street, I would buy that. If I was an investor, I would buy that house and this house here and build a couple houses there, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, let's say for just theoretically, what do you think you would get for it if you listed it?
Well, I would list it for 1.5.
Yeah.
If I would not care, I would not sell. Simple as that. I can wait. I mean, a couple of years, this debt is gonna be the total. This house 5 years ago, not 5 years. I think 8 years ago, something. there was a pastor here. He came here to see this house, and the house was 300,000. And at the time, was 300, and he didn't buy it. Now this house is another thing. I mean, we fix it, and it's fantastic. As they say, you see all. I know there is a lot of there is a house like that is taken away. There is water that you pay away. There's city tax. There's people argue. You cannot build another property on that yard. Think about it.
Yeah. No, I was just curious because, like, say you're not going to, but say it was listed at 1.5 and you got your full asking. I mean, you would only actually get like 1.35 by the time you paid your realtors and closing costs and all that. And that's if it pays for the absolute max that you would get for it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel a little sorry to let it go if that would be the case. Because I know I would regret later, and not to move, as I say, it's a lot of work. I mean, I'm 52, my husband 53, we're too young, we're doing college, my husband's doing master, I'm finished my second college, but still, we want to do more things than being, paying for more than law. I mean, it's beautiful. You want to keep it nice, and huge pool. We don't need 3 fjords. We don't need a hotel pool. We were in a hotel, Haiti, I think, in Daytona today, this weekend. Our pool is bigger than that, and it's nice. But we are not a people that bring a lot of people to entertain. We don't entertain, We don't have much time to entertain people. We don't like a lot of people coming here, and maybe this would be good for a big family of people who do entertainment, And as if you look, you don't find anything. I haven't looked, anything like that. I mean, if you want to go less, a house without a pool, a small house, yes, you can find something around $1,900,000, But if you want a house like that, so I mean, we definitely can, we don't rent inside as well, but if you want, we could rent the second floor. Because it's gorgeous, beautiful. It's the whole living room. We put the light, the light engineer floor. It's the light engineer floor. It's beautiful, So there's 3 floors there upstairs. One floor, 3 floors. I mean, plus 1 little floors, and it's all gorgeous, and it's high ceilings. If you look online, you see it's not like that. Imagine the whole floor, marble and engineers think no popcorn. Popcorn is the hell, I believe, because, it's not even those, it's like straight, like flat, all smooth, flat roofs. That's what we have here, We have a very light color, we put all one color, because we don't want to, like when you put all one color, the house looks even bigger. The 4 seasons, we changed the floor, the 4 seasons, we put a beautiful, only the 4 seasons has a beautiful, like a Carrara ceramic, beautiful too, If you want, I can show, I can show online, I can go FaceTime, I can show you a little bit,
Yeah, well, I just think, I mean, if you're asking 1.5 cash, that's over market. So I would probably be, I mean, it sounds like you don't need to sell. I mean, you don't even make.
What caught me attention, what stood out to me about you, as I was looking at Facebook, I wasn't looking to sell, just go look at my Facebook and then just talk there. What stood out was like, well, was a good experience to sell to Zillow at the time. Because Zillow, we didn't have, like our neighbors don't even know that we sell. We just knowing this brand, it was good. And they said, well, let's see, what's the offering, how much would you be your offer?
If you went on market and you got the best price ever, you'd walk with 1.35 in your best case scenario. And that's if you go through the headache and list it for 6 months. I have one here listed at 1.5. It's a 4-bed, 4-bath with the pool completely updated, and it's not sold yet. I mean, you know, you don't need to sell. I mean, a cash investor is going to be a good bit lower. Like, I know you're wanting to get out and downsize and stuff, but I mean, is the money the most important, or is it getting it done and moving, or is it the speed and convenience, or like, what's a perfect world look like for you?
Oh, the money for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to give. Like, I invest too.
Yeah. So I guess that's perfect. If you're an investor, that's perfect.
No, I'm not invest. I'm saying invest in my family. You know what I mean? I'm not buying something. I'm not doing that. I just have this house.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're wanting the max money, that's going to be a realtor all day.
Yeah, but how much your like, if your propaganda, what is so in Facebook is true, what you say that you're not gonna list, you're gonna buy without any list, anything, right?
What is it? Sorry.
What is the propaganda is about? Because what I understood is that your propaganda say that you're gonna you buy without list anything, right?
Yeah, I buy cash.
Yeah, you buy cash. But how much would you go to this house? Or how much would you pay for this house? And that's what I was expecting. You call me and let me know. Because you say, oh, you want to see the number, call so I call. Because otherwise I'm not going to be off. So I would like to be in the office. How much you would pay for this house?
Yeah, I mean,
I know you have a 4-bedroom, but with this 4 bedrooms, can you build the inside the house and the back separately and make profit of that? Like a person like this, I want to build a house for my son and his wife in front of the pool. I could, the inside the house. You know, I got the estimate, the guy said it was like 300,000 or 280 something. I would build a 3-bedroom house here in the back. You know, some of my neighbors in the street around here, they did like 2 bedrooms, they rent, they have a proper rent in the backyard, in the side of the house. So it's half an acre and they can do that. They just need to get the lights going. So if this house that you sell, you can build a house. If this house that you sell, you know, they don't pay water. If this house that you sell, don't pay HOA. If this house that you sell, go 1.5. You know, no HOA, no city tax. You know, think about it, can build something. I mean, it's their deal. It's living the island without pay the island high things, high cost. You know, I remember I live in Yuli. I have a big property in Yuli. I would pay one day the water bill came $500 because I was washing the cars and, you know, water the grass more often. $500. We don't pay water here. We don't pay HOA. You know, a condo here, HOA, the condo here in the island next to me, next to Red City. What's the name? Not the main beach, the City Point. A condo there, the HOA is $1,500, $2,000. You know, HOA, you know, there's no HOA, there's no water. You can build a house here. You know, you can put a boat on one side, the other side you can put an LTV.
Right on that.
You know, you can bring to the second floor.
Free.
You know, the floor.
Okay, well that changes things.
The lighting in the house is all like one.
Well, this is an FHA though, yeah.
Exchange of things.
Yeah.
So no popcorn.
I'm not sure. So there are situations where you can do what's called a subject to. Are you familiar with that?
So it's amazing, wonderful location, all next to
I know that
it's on walk to the mall, to the restaurant.
they should have been paid up by now. I don't know that.
So it's
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And typically, something if you do what's called a subject to, I would basically I would take the property and assume the mortgage on its current terms, which would be that 3%.
You know, you can see that this house, I mean, still is a his dealer, nobody told his dealer what he could have. They could look at, had Rafferty or something, that after 900.
That's yeah.
We paid more than half a year for this house because Rafferty, no water, floor, nothing.
Yeah, so generally it would kind of stay in your name, because often if you change the name with the title company or whatever, there's a due on sale clause, and sometimes they'll demand payment. So it would.
So, and that's not potential. We didn't fix like the driveway, like we didn't put a new driveway, things like this, big things, not a path that we but we change the whole house. But if you change the whole house, the bill has to participate,
Yeah, no, that's these days that's valuable, yeah.
Gorgeous, like. So, okay. Thing I can offer, think twice, and if you want to put
at least you know. Sorry.
Or you can take it and give me my 100.
A lot of this house was sold here in North Street.
Take this on.
And that's don't touch too far.
So, I mean, that really wouldn't work either, because how we'd have to do it is kind of pay you a percentage of your equity, right? Say I gave you 50K, I would still have to assume the note, so I'd still be liable for that 93, and then we'd work out monthly payments essentially to you.
It's amazing.
So typically, from my understanding, and I don't have a ton of experience with this, but from my understanding, I would pretty much give you, if you tell me you have about, about 220 market value, that gives you about 127,000 in equity. So then say subtract out that 93, and you're at about what, 127. So if you got 127,000 in equity, I give you 50 in cash, and then we got a balance of about 77K. So that 77 would then be amortized over 30 years or so, just to get the payment schedule. So that would be your monthly payment, and then we would also work in like a balloon payment. So the balance would be payable in like generally 3 to 5 years. So you would get the 50K, and then you would get a monthly payment based on, the equity, your remaining equity, and then the balance would be paid within, generally, and it's flexible, generally within about 3 to 5 years.
You mean on the house, paying it off?
Yeah, on your remaining equity would be paid off within. No, we probably the loan would stay in place probably for, until it's paid off, I suppose, but.
Okay, well, all that's good and fine. So what is the total number when I walk away? How much money am I walking away with at the end of the deal?
At the end of the deal, well, it's good because the equity that you're carrying would accrue interest as well, right? So it would be a favorable rate, generally like 5% or something like that. So you're basically lending money to the end buyer, right, at an agreed upon interest rate. So you would get, at closing, you would get whatever we agree upon, be it 50K or whatever, and then that remaining equity would be paid over time with interest, and then with that balloon payment within 3 to 5 years.
And okay. So can you give me those numbers? I need to know. I need to know the total amount that I'm going to end up with at the end of all this.
I mean, I would need to like an amortization calculator to do that, because it's kind of a complex calculation to do 4% of the remaining equity amortized over 30 years. But you know what I mean? So I'd have to dig in a little bit deeper to give you the precise numbers. But typically it would be the remainder of the equity, which would be about what do we say? About 120. So about if you had about 70,000 in remaining equity, that would be spread over 30 years. To get the payments, but then with the understanding that the balance will be due no more than 3 to 5 years. if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, okay. I need you to figure out the balance that you're talking about, and let's see what those numbers are, and then I'll talk to you again.
All right, we can do that, and that gives us a little more flexibility, but we'd still have to be talking about, you know, that sub 200 range. So, but then again, remember, you'd be making interest on that as well. So at the end of the day, you're walking around with, you know, closer to your number, closer to that 220, even though that initial number that we agree upon is closer to that 200, right? So you're basically making money, on your equity, which is kind of nice.
In other words, I would get my 220, but over a period of time.
That's correct.
Okay, I get you. Yeah, get those numbers right and get them on paper, and call me back and let me know what that's going to be and how much my biggest thing is getting the largest amount from you at a closing first. The rest of it, I'm fine with financing. I don't care if it's 5 years. That's fine.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me. So let's get the numbers. I want to know what Mark's walking away with at closing and what Mark's got to wait on for 5 years.
All right, I understand that, but you also understand that I've got to make money too, and there's our other costs associated. So I'll see.
Fine. Get that together and explain that to me when you call me back.
Okay. All right, I'll call you back over the holiday weekend. I'll call you early next week if that's all right. I'll see. I can put together something a little more comprehensive. Is that right?
Now, let me ask you this question.
Sure.
Can you get those numbers together today, and let's get this to where I don't have to wait? Because if somebody else calls me, and they offer me a better deal, I'm gonna let it go. But what I'm saying is, you give me the numbers today, and explain to me what they're gonna be, and let's see to make a deal or not. You know what I mean?
Well,
don't waste each other's time.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
I get it. I mean, and I can do that with a 170 cash today. I mean, that's the deal I can give you today. If it's more nuanced, then I'm trying to thread the needle to make a deal for both of us. That's going to take a little bit longer.
Can you get that together today?
No, I've not today. No.
What is tomorrow?
I mean, I can do what I can, but I'm gonna have to get a little outside. I'm gonna get a little outside help to make sure this will work for all parties involved. But I know you want to move the property, but
no, I don't have to move it. I'm saying I'm going to try to work with you, but you got to work with me too. So we got to work together here to make this thing work.
Look, the best deals we all make. We're all gonna make a little bit of money if it's a good deal, right?
Well, yeah. But I mean, I've been working a long time for that property. You know what I mean?
I understand.
I worked my ass off, so I know what it is. You know what I mean?
I understand. And it's it's not me telling you what the value is. It's it's the market and what it's gonna, if it's gonna be a flip. How much that's gonna work out. So it's really just the numbers I'm looking at on the computer screen. I understand the blood and sweat you put into it over the years. But I've got to look out for my investors and my own business as well. So I'm happy to work with you, but
if I don't put your air conditioner in there today,
if you don't put the air conditioning in, what?
Yeah, or do you want to pay for that?
You said there were two units, like a gas and an electric air conditioning.
Well, them little square units that they put in, they're electric, but they heat and air.
Like just in the window?
Yeah, it's got a box that goes into the wall and everything.
I think so. Yeah, it's got the pipe, the kind of tubing that goes for exhaust. Yeah.
That's what I got. That's one of the things I got. And then I got a regular system, and it's an outside unit and an under the house unit.
Okay.
It's brand new already. I mean, they're fixing to be. I mean, under the house, the furnace is brand new. The air conditioner was coming today or tomorrow. So if I stop that, I don't have to spend that $7,000.
Oh, 7,000. Wow.
Because you don't understand what's happened. Let me make you understand. The next time that you buy air conditioner for your house, the government has changed the air system, changed the gas, and the next time that you do that for a heat and air system, next time is going to be about $17,000.
Wow. Yeah, I recently.
Yeah, so,
well, you know, if you stop that, I mean, you know, I wrote in about 10,000 in repairs. So if you don't do that, then that means I will, right? So then I got to subtract that. I got to subtract it out anyway. So that's a cost.
right, well, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, that cost unfortunately is going to happen either way.
What I'm saying is, I'm going to have to give this man $7,000 to get this done today.
Yeah.
Where a house will be cool for another 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
And you're, or either you're going to have to, so you can spend $10,000 or I can.
Right.
I'm paying for the labor too.
Well, if I spend the 10, then I'm going to have to subtract that from the offer price. So either way, it's you know, it's essentially going to come out of your pocket. So no, I wouldn't stop that.
Okay, I'm not going to stop then. Okay, well I'm just telling you, that's 7,000 and I'm throwing at it, and then you just throw 75. Man, I already lost $10,000.
Well, that's kind of an expected repair. That's why when we go over the condition of the house, you know, we've got to know that the HVAC and stuff is working properly, or else that's an additional expense that we've got to subtract out of our offer price.
Everything is new.
Well,
okay.
I mean,
everything's brand new.
Yeah, but you're telling me it's got to be replaced.
I'm putting a new outside air system outside.
Yeah, it's like right. The heat exchange is the unit that goes outside for the HVAC, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it's costing me to do it.
No, I understand, and that's kind of, you know, when we come up with these numbers, that's kind of assumed that these things work, and so we work backwards from what's got to be replaced. So if it's not there, then
most of y'all investors want us to totally remodel the damn house so we can sell it and get a good profit.
Well, we call that capital expenditure, right? So my rental properties, I have a certain amount that I know is going to have to be put towards repairs, and I know that's going to subtract from the overall value of the house.
Okay, so in other words, if I hadn't have done this, I could have sold you some old units and said, and you'd have went for it.
Well, I would have went for it for 160,000.
Okay, so now you're saying you won't go for it. Okay, well, see, I'm not. Everything's new. That's what you don't understand. I've spent $25,000 on this house in the last 2 years, but you don't want to give it back to me because you don't know nothing about it. Well, I'm telling you, it's all brand new.
No,
so why can't my money grow instead of yours?
Well, I'm telling you what I'm seeing houses sell for. So I can't make up these numbers. If I see a comparable house, assuming that things are working for 220, then like I said, I got to work backwards to what needs to be put into your house to get it to 220, right? So if I know I've got to replace a $10,000 HVAC system, I'm going to have to subtract that from my offer to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because then what? I'm sorry, you were breaking up. I couldn't hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Give me some numbers. Let me know. Let me know about it.
Yep.
Follow back in.
I will do. And if you change your mind on that 170, we can do that today. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think about it, but I don't think so. But you call me back with those numbers. Let's see what we can do.
All right. Sounds good. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, man.
All right. Bye.
Tyler, West Valley Street.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Hopefully this one ain't asking $1.5 million.
I'm sorry. It's not available.
Danny, if you want, shoot me some Ohio leads. I'll call them. Actually, no, better not, because I'm going to have to leave kind of soon. Actually, I'm probably going to jump off, head to his house. Bro, JR, that was like a freaking, I don't even know, half-hour call, and she literally would not stop.
Did you just get off the phone off of that 1.5 deal,
Yeah,
Tyler?
I'm wore out. Yes, I'm wore out.
Dude, I wanted to mute you so bad earlier. I was like, well, maybe Tyler sees something in here. I won't mute him. She tired you
Um,
out, huh?
yeah, shame and me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna jump off here. I gotta head to the house, and then I'll be around on Discord and stuff.
Sweet.
So I will see y'all later. Get some deals.
Let's do it.
Later, bro. I had a guy breaking my balls too. If somebody wants to hear about an offer,
What was that, Mike?
I said I had a guy breaking my balls the whole time. I think I was on exactly as long as I muted Tyler just as soon as I heard the 1.5. I got on my call. I literally just got off seconds ago. I think we spent the same amount of time on that call.
I got on 2 calls when you guys were talking. While you guys were talking to your folks.
Yeah, this guy was.
I just pitched an owner finance on someone. Kind of wish that was live. That was a good call.
That was
the
my,
guy.
Yeah.
His guards were up the whole time, and I just had to break it down and just hit him right between his eyes. It's one of those where it's like, it's one of those investor. He was the president of the HOA, and it's just like, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Like it's all numbers for him.
Yeah.
And then he broke down in the end.
Yeah, I mean, you got to play the game, I think, for a little bit because they don't want to. Guys like that, they don't want to get beat. So you kind of have to placate them for a little bit until you really get them with that kill shot.
Yeah.
The seller finance. No, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Well, I asked Cassie a question about how if I could submit seller finance deals through the JV portal, and then she kind of threw me for a loop because she's like, "Look, just because it's seller finance doesn't mean it's a deal," and that wasn't really my understanding. But I guess it depends on the end buyer, right? Because it could make more sense for cash flow, right?
But I guess my first question to you is, why would you even ask if you can submit into the JV portal? It's a contract, isn't it?
That was the original question of should that be written into the additional agreements of the contract?
Oh yes. So instead of saying on page 1, instead of saying cash deal, it would say owner finance, and then under other agreements, that's where you would that's where you would spell out all the terms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but to your point, why? So what are you saying? It's a contract, but should not be submitted to the JV portal?
No, but if it's a contract and you submit it to JV portal, it doesn't matter whether it's a seller finance up to or a cash deal.
Okay,
you just submit it to see if it's
I just didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the JV port. Well, where were you trying to get at, to see if they can dispo it for you, or were you looking for them to comp it for you?
No, to dispo.
Well, then there you go. Then you submit it. A deal is a deal.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell you whether it is a deal or not.
Right. So they would evaluate that through the comp portal as well to look if the seller finance, what numbers that me and the seller talk about, to see if that makes sense. They would give me feedback about that in the comp portal. Okay. All right. I'll do that then. Please.
Yeah. You just got to be able to say, like, why did you think seller finance would work?
Yeah.
Like, for example, since we're live, this would be good educational since Edward's muted. All right. In this case, why do you think seller finance is a good route for this specific deal of yours?
Well, actually, he's the one that brought it up. I've suggested it before to other sellers, but then I feel like I kind of lose sight of the deal, right? Where if I'm trying to say, I can get you closer to your ask price if you're flexible on terms. But then I think I start to lose the deal when I do that, right?
So why is it a good seller finance deal for an end buyer?
Well, so this one's got a tenant, so you got cash flow straight away. And if you're
Okay,
out
so
there,
how? So then talk to me about the cash flow. What's the current rent?
actually, I don't think this one wouldn't work because the current rent is 1,100, but he owes
Okay,
90. He owes 93 on a lien,
okay,
and then he wants 50K at close.
okay,
So you're all in now at what 143 for
okay.
mine, not even including rehab, which doesn't look like much. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Let's say you're at 150 all in for an 11K or $1,100 rent.
And what's your monthly payment?
On that, so it would be the remaining. So if he wants the remainder over time, that would be about. He was asking 220. I could get him down to 200, I imagine. So if you had a balance of what 57 amortized with like a 3 to 5 year balloon.
Michael, I don't care about all of that.
Yeah.
I know you're smart. I know you're good to go on that one. I'll trust you on it for now. I'm asking, what is your monthly payment to the seller?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to run that number through a calculator, right?
Okay, so you don't have a deal yet. So if you don't have a deal yet, then you wouldn't be submitting to JV Portal.
Well, I mean, I literally just got off the phone with him. I'm like, look, let me run some numbers.
So this is a different. But you said you asked Cassie the other day, so this is a different one.
No, this was a different one.
Oh,
I asked her about a different. The one I asked Cassie about was I suggested the seller financing because the property was in good shape.
All right. Okay. So which one do you want to talk about first? The one that just happened today, or the one that you asked about, Cassie?
No, the one that just happened. I don't even remember which one I was talking about last week.
Okay. Fine. So let's talk about this one. So then, why would this be a good seller finance deal?
Just because it would. I don't think it would. I could just.
Okay, so then if that's the case, then why would a seller finance deal enter your mind? You just said it wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, it was his suggestion, and I don't think with the current rents, I don't think it would work very well.
Okay, so perfect. So it wouldn't. No, because there's no cash flow there, just based on what you're saying. Yeah. So that's what. So the reason why I'm asking all these questions is because that's what Cassie meant. Just because you have a seller finance doesn't mean it's a deal. So that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
So for me, when someone comes to me and go, hey, this is going to be a great seller finance deal, I say, okay, well, talk to me then. Why? And if you can't tell me in one sentence why it's a good seller finance deal, it ain't a good seller finance deal.
Mm.
Right? And I'm not saying you. I'm talking about anyone that's watching, right?
No.
Because here's how it is. Ask me right now, why do I think this deal in front of me might potentially be a good seller finance deal? Ask me.
I think you can say because of cash flow, but why would it be a good deal?
Yeah, because I can rent it out for $2,100, and I just talk the seller to do $1,000 a month, zero finance, 190K purchase price with $10,000 down payment. Okay. So I get a 5% down payment. My monthly payment to the seller is only 50% of the monthly rent that I can get for.
So you don't even bother with amortization calculators or any of that shit. You just come.
Why? I don't have any interest. So why would I need amortization? Amortization.
I hate that word though. So you're not paying interest on the seller carry?
No.
You just come up with a number.
Yeah.
Okay. With like a 3 to 5 year, with a balloon at some point.
7-year balloon, yeah. Oh, 5-year balloon for this one. He was pretty good to go. I was saying 10. He was like, no, I'm 82 years old. I'd like it to be 5. I was like, well, why don't we do 7? He goes, well, if you do 7, then I need a higher down payment. Okay. So he knows what he's doing. But yeah, it would be like a 5-year balloon. But here's the thing. Everyone, maybe I'm wrong on this one, but in the sub-2 community, in the creative finance, they're like, oh, amortization calculator. The only calculator you need to fucking know is if you can rent it out for $2,000, you can only afford $1,000 a month max. Nothing else. That is it.
Yeah. So does that give you some wiggle room with the principal price? I mean, do you say, all right, I can go a little bit higher if we're flexible on terms, or I mean, you kind of got to make it more attractive for the seller too. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you asked that. So the way I like to picture it is I just go, hey, look, I like doing cash. I like to just walk away. You have your money, I got the property. We're good to go, right? They're like, yeah, I want to do that. Okay, cool. But because you're asking for such a high price for retail price, the only way that I may be able to do that, I don't even know if I want to, but I may, meaning I'm pulling away, is to pay this in terms. Okay, well, how does that work? Well, it's got to be a win-win situation, Michael. So that means you pull on 2 levers and I pull on 2 levers. It's as simple as that. So what's the first lever that you want to pull on? Purchase price, how much you want? 190. Okay, that's your lever. What other lever do you want? Down payment. How much down payment do you want? Let's say he tells me 190,000 purchase price. He goes, "Oh, I want $50,000 down payment." Then I go, "Well, Michael, I mean, 50,000. That's literally about 40%. That's about 35% of the purchase price." They're like, "Yeah." All right, well, Michael, why would I go to Bank of Michael when I can go to Bank of America for a 20% down payment? Doesn't make any sense to me, right? So in order for this to be favorable, typically I like to come in, that's why I said 10,000. Why? Because an end buyer would only pay 10% on this. So that means 19,000. So I give the seller 10,000, I get the 9,000.
Okay, so when I said, oh, well, maybe 50K at close, I mean, that was just a really stupid thing to even offer, because then that would be, it's like 50% of his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was calculating more of like the all-in value for the end buyer, and then comparing that to the current rental rates. But the way you say it, like if it's still X% of the principal, I mean that the math doesn't really work, because then you're doing 50% down, which doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? Why would I shell out more money with Bank of Michael when I can shell out less money at Bank of America?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. That's my wife's job. Her job is to fucking spend my money. Right?
Oh, that's also the thing. I mean, he did have a 3% rate. So, but I guess that really only comes into play if it's like a sub 2 deal.
Well, on a sub 2, then you're kind of, so on a sub 2, I go, okay, well, what's your monthly payment? Monthly payment is $1,000. How much can I rent it for? 1,000. Well, I'm kind of fucking dead on that one. I don't have any cash flow. So that means I have to find a buyer that's going to do a what? That's going to do a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay. So then now if they're going to do a wrap, how much did this guy want? Equity? 50,000?
He wanted, at close, he wanted 50.
Okay. How much is the rehab cost?
Rehab, he says he would put in 4K. But then he said something about an air conditioner, which might be like another 7. So
okay.
All right, so 15, 20.
Let's just say 20K. Yeah. So the way I like to pitch it is whatever the rehab costs, I count that as either the down payment or I lower the purchase price by that much.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. So for example, if like on this one, if there was rehab costs, I wouldn't give this guy a $10,000 down payment. I'd be like, hey man, I'm actually giving you a $30,000 down payment. They're like, what? How? Yeah, it's just going to be in the form of a rehab. Fixing your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then now on this one, I talked to him. So I was like, I'm like, hey man, he told me $2,100 is what I can rent it out for, right? He was like, yeah, $155 is the mortgage. It's like, yeah, so my rent now is literally $1,945. He's like, yeah. I'm like, the absolute max I can pay you is $1,000 a month. That is it. If you don't want to do $1,000 a month, we got nothing to talk about.
So you said, God. So rent. I'm sorry, rent. Tell me again. Rent was how much?
Rent was $2,100.
Okay, so you pretty much just kind of cut that in half and tell them that's pretty much what.
Yeah, I usually go for
40%. Okay.
40% of rent, because then you can because then you have room to negotiate to come up to 50%.
Okay.
Right. So if it's $2,000 a month, I'd like it to be at 800 or 850, and then I'll come up to all the way to 1,000.
Okay. So do you
That's
mess with
it.
that? Do you do sub 2 deals?
What's that?
Are sub 2 deals, is that like in your toolbox?
Yeah, I like seller finance deals more than sub 2 deals. Because with seller finance, you have a lot of room. It's a big sandbox. But when you have sub 2, I don't even like doing sub 2. Sub 2 deals, I just refer them to a few folks who likes to do sub 2. I'm not even part of the HUD. I don't wholesale sub 2 deals because I don't want to get sued later. I don't want to be part of it later. I just want it done. I don't even get it under contract under my contract.
Gotcha. You want your name
I sent
on
it. Nope. The only thing that I'm gonna be on my name, it would be like they'll pay me a small amount for marketing fee. That's it. But it's not an assignment fee or nothing like that at all. Like the original PSA doesn't even have my name on it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be between whoever the end buyer is and the seller. Because when that end buyer forecloses on it or defaults on that payment, guess who the seller is gonna call? Seller doesn't know the end buyer. Seller knows you.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that, especially when there's banks involved. No.
Yeah, I think my issue was when I'm talking about amortization schedule, I'm just overcomplicating this shit. It doesn't have to be.
You overcomplicate it now.
No, you're right.
No. In order for me to pay you in terms, Mr. Seller, I have to cash flow. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So I can only afford about 40% of what I can rent it out for. Do you know why? I'll explain it to you in the simplest form. You're gonna love it. And folks, people that are watching, I'm gonna be Geico right now because I'm just gonna save you 15 weeks of your learning lesson, of your journey. So here it is. So Michael, let's just make the numbers easy. Let's say rent is $1,000 a month, right? And I say, hey Michael, I can only afford to give you $400 a month. And then give me an objection. Tell me it's too low.
That's too low. I can't do it for that.
Hey Michael, I completely understand why you would think that, especially since you were getting $1,000 a month. If you don't mind, let me just explain to you why. Out of that $1,000 a month, 30% is gone right off the bat. I just want to 30% is gone for maintenance, management fees, uncollected rents, vacancies, right? CapEx, so forth. 30% is gone. So out of that 1,000, I'm only left with what? 700, right? Now, out of that 700, the other 20% is gone because that's for taxes, insurance, utilities, HOA. If there's any, 20% is gone. So now, Michael, I only have how much left? $500. So Michael, here's the situation. 3 o'clock in the morning, you're cozy, sleeping under your blanket, and you're getting $400 a month. And I'm the dickhead getting woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning because the pipes burst, and I only get $100 a month. So I don't know about you, Michael. I think I got the short end of that stick. It's just the positioning, right? So when you position it that way, then now they understand. They're like, oh, well, that makes sense. This guy's only taking home $100 a month, and he's the one that's gonna have to deal with tenants and toilets.
No. You know, it's surprising when I started doing that. When I started explaining, my instinct was to not tell sellers that I had to make money too. When I started saying, look, I got to make some cash too. This is my business. Nobody objects. If somebody told me that, I'd be like, fuck you. What do I care what you make? Right? People don't seem to mind. They're like, yeah, I understand you got a business. Nobody gives me pushback on that, which I was surprised about.
Nobody.
So to your point, if you explain the numbers to them properly, that makes sense in black and white.
Yeah, and once again, I'm only doing this if I'm dealing with someone that's number oriented, right? An investor, like if it's a 90-year-old lady, I'm not gonna go into great details about this.
Gotcha.
Because it wouldn't make any sense, and she wouldn't care whether I make money or not, right? But so you got to know who your audience is. With an older lady, I would just tell exactly where I needed to be. Do I explain? Not as much. If I do, it's going to be short, sweet, direct to the point, right? Because she wouldn't care about that, right? Like, so you just got to know who you're talking to.
Yeah, generally, this guy had some other properties, so he knew his numbers, so he
knows, so he would know.
Yeah.
So it's as simple as that. And then and so the terms that I like to do is I go price, down payment, monthly payment, and length of terms. Those are the only terms that I talk about. I don't bring up interest.
Yeah, I think some of the, from listening to, I was listening to Pace Morby like a while ago, but I think some of the appeal is, if you get interest on your money at the end of the balloon, you're going to get closer. When you add up the payments with the interest, you're going to get closer to that original ask.
Yes, that makes sense. But here's the problem with that. And the problem with that is what is your job? Your job is that you're going to wholesale this to someone, correct?
Yeah.
So the number one skill set, and I've said this multiple times on my channel, and I know this is your first time on here, the number one skill set that we as wholesalers get from wholesaling that can be transferable to any industry across the world, no matter what country you're in, is negotiating. Is how to find an underpriced asset and flip it into a profit. That is the number one skill set. And so when you operate from Pace's mindset, which by the way, there's nothing wrong with it, but that's more like college, master, PhD stuff, because you got to know your numbers. Why? Because even though you're doing that, it still has to make sense for the end buyer on the back end. Because if it doesn't make sense for the end buyer on the back end, it ain't gonna move. So when I say you, I'm talking about all the other people that are watching. If you don't know how that back end works, well, guess what? Don't be talking about any fucking interest. The best thing you can do is wholesale it to an end buyer where they now have zero interest. Right? The job is to get it low, not to get it high. So I'm going for zero interest all day, every day. Now, can they say, oh, Cesar, I need interest on this? I go, okay, great, Michael, how much interest do you want?
50%.
No, not down. Interest on
I'll take 50% of my money. Why not?
That makes no sense. No one's ever get that.
Yeah, I mean, hard money is what, 8 to 12, something like that.
But why would your mind go to hard money? These are regular folks. It's not going to be a hard money deal. So they're going to say what?
I mean, generally what, 4-ish?
4. Perfect. All right, Michael. So for every point, we'll knock off $10,000 off the purchase price. You want 4%? Purchase price now it was at 190. Now it's at 150.
Good.
150,000, 4% down. Not 4%. 150,000, 4% interest rate, $1,000 a month. We can do all the amortization later, but that's what's going to determine the length of terms.
Is that pretty standard, like up 10K per point, or is it?
Yeah, it changes based on the purchase price.
Okay, so just a percentage.
The point is, I'm not over. First of all, I'm not overpaying you now, and I'm not going to overpay you later. Hey, Mr. Seller, just like you're not desperate at selling this, I'm not desperate at buying this. I'm not the idiot with a 580 credit score on this, right? I can go to Bank of America. You ain't going to squeeze my nuts, and I'm not going to squeeze yours. It's got to make sense to you. It's got to make sense to me.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I was trying to get too cute with it, with amortization and all that shit.
Yeah, I just try to keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
And then for the most part, a lot of people care more about the purchase price than the interest.
Yeah.
So they go, no, don't worry about it. I want the 190. Done.
Then you can make
Right.
the numbers work however you want, right?
That's right. That's right. Now, if they go, yeah, I can do that. I'll take off a 10,000 for every percent. All right, fine. By the time you do the amortization, you're probably going to pay about 190 anyway. See, that's the thing. It gets now. So looking at it from the back end, it makes sense for the end buyer because even with the interest, what's the purchase price at the end of it all? It's only 190. But when you get cute with all this interest and all this other shit, purchase price is 190, but by the time the end buyer is done paying, that's like 260.
Yeah.
So then now the question becomes, is the equity going to go up as fast as the 260? Because if it doesn't, then why would the end buyer ever buy that deal?
So it's heavily dependent on the market as well.
That's right. And so your job is to get it as close as possible to zero interest, not to give them the highest interest. Do you get what I mean? So, so it's a different mindset, and that's why a lot of times when people are like, "Oh, this is a good creative finance," so I go, "Why?" And more often than not, it's a good creative finance is because they were using creative finance as a crutch because they didn't know how to get the seller down to the right price point. Not necessarily it's a good seller finance deal because you're cash flowing this, you have zero interest, and you hit it at the right price point where you have enough equity. Like if you can answer that, then that's a good seller finance deal. But if you start hemming and humming on where and how, whether it's going to cash flow, you don't know what the rent is, you don't know this, you don't know that, you don't know that, then that means you just use creative finance as a crutch, meaning, hey, Mr. Seller, I'll meet you at your price as long as you give me terms.
Yeah. I get kind of caught in with trying to manufacture a deal sometimes when sometimes it's better just to move on. Like that's not my guy, right?
Yep. And by the way, I'm guilty of that too. I was guilty of that, and I'm still guilty of it from time to time. You know, so I'm not just pointing fingers to everyone. I'm just saying this because I want you guys to understand. At the end of the day, your exit strategy determines your acquisition. So if you're going to acquire it using seller finance, then you better know what the exit is. Right? If you know what the exit is and you still locked it up as seller finance, then that's a good seller finance deal. But if you don't know what the exit is, and the only reason why you locked it up on a seller finance is because you couldn't do your job, which is to get enough motivation to find the real problem to solve, to get the price point lower, then no, because then the foundation, the real reason of why, doesn't happen. It's not there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a non-starter if you don't have the numbers of cash flow to begin with, like rental rates for that, and then you work the payment based off of that, right? You go straight to 40%, so obviously you have to have those numbers to begin with, and then you have an exit strategy, right?
That's right. So when I'm looking at that and I go, oh, this person owns it, my first thought of mine is, what's the rent? Rent is $2,000. That means I can only afford to pay this guy anywhere between $800 to $1,000. So then now, what is my goal? My goal is to find what is this person paying every month in his and her life that I can wipe off. Do they have a car payment that I can wipe off? Do they have medical bills that I can wipe off? What can I wipe off now? All of a sudden, they're now earning $800 a month versus losing $800 a month. That is my job, because once I can attach that, then all of a sudden that 800 is so powerful.
Yeah, once you make it real to a bill that they're paying every month. Yeah.
That's right.
That's a good call.
Right. So I always ask, oh man, what? Hey, you know what, Michael? My mom is 76 years old. Shoot, she's on Social Security, and boy, as you know, Social Security ain't that good nowadays. Man, she's always behind. Luckily, she's got 4 boys. And then they can be like, Caesar, you know what? I'm on Social Security. Fuck. At the end of the month, I literally have $10 in my bank account. That's after I buy all my food, and I can't even go out with my girlfriends for coffee. Oh, man. Well, Michael, Just curious. I mean, what if all of a sudden Social Security decided to give you $600 a month more? Would that change your life? Oh, see, I can do all the. Oh man, with $600 a month, I can blah, blah. Guess what? My monthly payment to that person is now.
$600.
It's no longer 800. It's no longer 1,000. Dude, now I go to an end buyer to go, hey, you can rent this for 2,000 and your monthly payment is 600, and you have zero interest, bro. I can charge that buyer a 30% entry fee now. Why? Because there's no interest on their loan, and they're cash flowing up the wazoo.
From day one.
You better fucking pay me for that hell of a deal. Right? That's finding an underpriced asset and flipping it into a profit.
Gotcha.
But if you don't do all that, then don't expect to have any profit on the back end.
All right, that makes me feel better about the results, but it makes me kind of reconsider the process of getting there. You know. All right. Don't get cute, I think, is the moral of the story. Just
keep it as simple. Yeah, keep it as simple as possible. Now, obviously, you can't just say all of those like direct. Like Jairo said it best. It's kind of like going to a bar and like hitting up on a girl, right? Like you got to be smooth at it. You can't be like, yo, let's go home, right? So yeah, you got to figure out what the problems are. That's why I call tangibles. Find the tangibles and attach whatever your offer is. You got to attach it to something tangible, because otherwise your offer is useless. And why is it useless? Because 9 out of 10, your offer is always going to be lower than what they want. So how can you make a lesser number powerful, valuable for them to go, yeah, I'll take that lower number? You got to be able to attach it to something.
Make it real.
Make it real. Now, not only to attach it to something, I'm not being manipulative. What I'm saying is you really got to find what their problem is, and you got to figure out if this number solves that problem. If it solves that problem, we have ourselves a deal. If it doesn't solve that problem, then you can let the seller know, hey, I'm not your solution. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we're not a solution to everyone.
I'm taking notes, bro.
That's right. I have now turned from one line assassin to a Geico. I just saved you 15 weeks of your journey.
Well, you should start doing modules, bro.
What's that?
So you should start doing modules.
Oh my gosh. I'll see. Jay Styles, thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'll take it as a compliment. It sounds really funny.
I'm going to jump off. I got to get back to the gym. But Cesar, I appreciate all the advice, and we'll chat again soon. Yeah.
For sure, brother. And thank you for hopping on, man. Appreciate you.
I'll be here as often as I can.
Cool. Anytime.
All right. Take care, brother.
Yep. Oh, look at Edward just sent the contract too. Let me take. Don't worry, Michael. I'll take you off here. Ooh, let's have fun. Let's see what Edward is saying right now. Well, I just want to ask you because, I just want to make sure that if I make any offer here, I just want to make sure that it still gets you in a better position than you were before. I have all of his lines already. Well, I understand, but if all the offers come in a little bit lower, would that still get you in a better position? Hey, Jay Styles, bro, I just want to let you know, man, and I don't know where you are in your journey, but what you just saw right now, that's 2.5 years. So I don't know if you're in your chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 10, or maybe you're far ahead than I am. But at the end of the day, like I didn't have all this confidence before. It took a while, and it's thousands, tens of thousands of reps, man. So just want to say it's not like I was born with it. It's a lot of repetitions, a lot of mistakes, a lot of cancellations, a lot of getting my ass kicked. You know. So let's see, how many leads did I get? All right, so we got 13 leads right now. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for maybe 2 more leads. Edward, can you hear us?
Now I can.
Edward, can you hear us?
Yeah, I called your
Bro,
boy.
you're muted.
Called your boy
Bro,
more.
bro. Hold on for a second. You're muted, and I was like, let's have fun. Let's see what Edward is saying. Well, well, let's just say the offers are coming in a little bit, not just our offer, but every offer.
Oh man!
I mean, would that still get you in a different? Would that still put you in a better position than you are today?
Man.
I don't
Yes,
know if
it
anyone
would.
thought it was funny.
Yeah, I was talking to your boy Morris, the one you wanted me to call. I think I had locked up a couple months back, and
Yeah.
I was calling him, and he's like, he said something about like, "Hey, I'm just a veteran here, just trying to get ready for like 4th of July." I was like, "Dude, I'm there with you. I'm also a veteran there, just hoping to see if you're still looking to sell your house." It's like, man, I
Yeah.
am. But I'm not even in the mood right now. I'm getting ready for 4th of July to look at some booty and all these fine women coming out and have me some. And it was so funny, dude. I was like, yeah, all right, man. Well, you go look at some booty. Hopefully, you get some too, not just look at them. And he was just started laughing. And I mean, he felt out pretty good, but he said like if I could call him back Monday though, he was just kind of going through some stuff, but he's like, yeah, man, I wanted to talk to you about it and see if we could work something out. So
Nice. He did. I
but
don't know if it's you or him, but someone opened the amendment that we sent out to him a while back.
I did. I was
You did?
wondering like where I had it locked up at, so I was trying to look at it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I saw in the CRM, I was like, all right, well, where do y'all lock it up at? And hopefully I could get it lower. But yeah, it was me.
And I know you weren't on, but I just told everyone how I just turned from one line assassin to the Geico of real estate.
The Geico, there you go.
I just saved a lot of people 15 weeks of their journey.
Yeah, I heard you going with Michael. I was all right. He's busy. He's cooking right now. So.
Oh no, man! A phone call always trumps any type of coaching.
I had let's see, man. I had that one in Oklahoma earlier. That one just has to be an ovation based on what she was looking for, but she's not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
She's hoping at least 205, maybe 200. But dude, as is, probably listed for like 225, maybe 230, pushing it. She said just needs some paint and then like a door handle in the front door or something. But other than that, it's like in great condition. Our only competition right now is at 240. I'm not sure if you're looking at it now, but
Which one is this? Was this the one that you were talking about earlier?
no, this is another one in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
By the way, can we do novations in Oklahoma?
I don't know.
They have
I don't know.
regulations for wholesaling, so I don't know how that.
Yeah, it might have to be like a takedown method with Jerry.
I actually know a couple of agents in Oklahoma in that specific area that she's in. So.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
I could hit them up. I'm not sure how that works, or they could like do something else. But yeah,
Cool.
I was
We have a total of we have a total of 13 leads right now. Should I keep it running or shut it off and then buy some more tomorrow?
Say probably buy some more tomorrow. We have enough to work with because there's some that still haven't picked up.
Yeah. I was actually just gonna go ahead and wait for maybe 2 more. So we have 15, and then we can buy 15 more tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey,
Uh,
we could send a refund on Bruce on rims.
oh yeah,
It's California. I
yeah,
was gonna send it to you, but then I saw. I was like, oh, let me just call him. It looked like it might be on like a mobile
yeah.
home.
That's fine. Oh shit, we got a few people. Okay, cool. Well, for the folks that are watching, I think we did a pretty good amount of not necessarily content, but added value today. We got to hear Tyler talk. Edward, I think you were on a call on one of them. I think we
Yeah.
heard one of your calls.
Yeah.
You guys didn't really hear any of my calls today, but I had that session with Michael about seller finance. So we're gonna go ahead and hop off, folks, because I want to call these leads and I want to call them quick. And this coffee shop is filling up. I can't really put the calls on speakerphone. Um, that being said, we'll be on tomorrow. We're still going to be calling property leads. So, as always, folks, till next time, speed and volume, speed and freaking volume. Let's go.